Oh boy. We met, my cousin started this roommate Tinder account, and I begged her not to put my picture on it like a million times, but she did it anyways. And so basically what it was this Tinder account that had a picture of each of us on it.
So yeah, the fast version was we met on Tinder. The slow or the non-quick version would be I met her cousin's profile that had all their roommates on it, and so I started talking to her cousin.
And the description was just 5 roommates, and it was a way to just make friends in the summer because there wasn't a lot of people here. And I asked her so many times to please not put my picture on there because I did not want to be a part of it. But I guess Trevor swiped right on us and was asking her about how the account worked, and was just like, well, what about the tall brunette in the 3rd picture? And that was me. And so then Marissa told me about it, and at first I was just like, whatever. Then the next day I was like, oh, okay, yeah, give him my number.
Remember the time you drove all night just to meet me in the morning? And I thought it was strange, you said everything changed.
So our first date was on a Tuesday. He started talking to me on a Monday, and so then we went on a date the next day. And it worked out because one of his friends had been going on dates with one of my roommates. And so we kind of just did like this double date, and I had mentioned to him that I really love snow cones, and he served a mission in Korea, so he was like, well, I'm gonna make you a Korean snow cone. So for our date we went and we played tennis first of all because they have tennis Tuesday. So we played tennis with all his friends, and I was kind of like, this is weird, but whatever. I'm not very good at tennis, actually awful at tennis. So we played tennis, and then I was just like, this is awful. But then we went to the store and we got stuff to make Korean snow cones, which was basically like he froze milk instead of water and then put it in a snow cone maker, and then we put like toppings on it. So we didn't put flavoring on it, but we put like sweet condensed milk and chocolate chips and like fruit things, like different, like whatever we wanted to put on it. Mine was like the super chocolatey one. Mine was better than everybody else's. And then we just kind of hung out and we watched a movie.
So continuation of the first date. So I find this out later, but I don't ever kiss on first dates, and I had told her that. And when we were getting ready to watch the movie, I wasn't even sure if we wanted to watch the movie or not, but for some reason she just seemed like she really, I don't even know, something was on. So we decided to watch the movie, and then we kissed then, and we're just like cuddly and stuff. And then later on I find out from her roommates that she had told them previously that she was gonna kiss me no matter what that night. So I guess I lucked out.
Basically, so the first half of our date I was kind of like whatever, but the second half of our date we got a little bit closer, a little bit more flirty, and like, you know, like I wiped like chocolate syrup on his face or something, like kind of broke the touch barrier. And then all of a sudden he just got like super touchy, and I was like, whoa, this kid's like super touchy, but okay, whatever. And so then I had mentioned to him that I don't like watching movies, but he still suggested that we watch the movie. And so when he did that, I was like, oh, it's because he's gonna kiss me during this movie. And I was right.
In my arms, oh, I could hold you forever.
So I was on a trip in Arizona, and he had been calling me and stuff. You know, we'd talk on the phone every night. So I'd been gone for like a week. And so one of the nights he was like, he said something, and he was like, oh yeah, I just want you to know that I love you, or something like that. And I was like, but I just didn't say anything about it. I just kept going throughout the conversation, and we got to like an awkward pause. And I was just like, hey Trev, remember that time when you told me you wanted me to know that you love me? And he was like, I was really hoping you didn't catch that. And then we kind of laughed about it, made some jokes about it. I told my dad, and my dad started making jokes about it.
I was like, oh, I wouldn't do that to a girl I love, blah, blah, blah. And I kept talking, and then I realized what I had said, and then I kind of tried to change the subject, and then she, after like 10 minutes, was like, hey, remember that one time you accidentally said I love you? And I was like, No, like, just I felt so dumb.
Then like maybe a week after I got home from my trip, we were at his parents' house, all having like family dinner, and my roommates, his parents invited my roommates. So we were all over there and we were cleaning the kitchen, and he kind of said something kind of like a little joking slam, and I was like, he was like, I love you. And I was like, oh, and my roommate just did not care. She just decided to make it super awkward. She was like, oh, you guys haven't said I love you, have you? And I was like, no. And she's like, oh, that's so weird. Because everybody just kind of froze. Because I'll never forget, I was leaning down, grabbing something out of the cupboard, and I was just like stopped in my tracks. Because I was like, that was so weird. And so it just got really awkward. And then everybody had left, and we hung out at his parents' house for a little while. And when we were leaving, he was like, can we go somewhere for a little bit? And I was like, sure, whatever. So we drove up to this place he calls Mop. It's like this nice little view up by his parents' house. And he was just kind of like looking at me, and he was getting really weird. And I was just like, what's going on? He's like, I love you. And I just didn't really know what to say, so I just kind of like hugged him and kissed him, and he felt pretty dumb because I didn't say it back. But then we were in Las Vegas the next week, and we went for a walk, and I just stopped him and I was like, Trevor, I love you. And so yeah.
Don't let your ears refuse to hear. You ain't never gonna shake the sense of sadness. I could hold you.
I just have to say that I love Trevor so much because he is the epitome of everything I've ever wanted in like a coat of everything I didn't want. He's just like this mountain man, outdoorsy, gun-loving, kind of everything I'm not, but everything I could ever want emotionally he is. He's so sweet and so caring, and he just pays attention to little things. And like the other day I had to go to work in the morning, and I went out to my car and it was all scraped off because he's just a sweetheart, and he came to my house and scraped it off for me because he's the best. And so just little things like that, I just love him, and I'm so excited for everything else I get to do with him in the future because I just think he's great.
On a last note, just want to tell Whitney that I do love her, and that I've loved the last 4.5-ish, 5-ish months we've had together, and it's not what I expected, and she's more than I could ever think I could handle, but I love that about her. She's everything I'm not, and she's everything I wish I could be in a lot of ways too, and she makes me reach out and become someone I didn't ever expect I could, that I could become on my own. And I love her, and I'm really excited to soon be engaged and marry her and start a family.
Always.